Hey everybody, Kale here with another battle report. Excuse me. So this is game 2 of Sparkle Party Deathmatch 6. Um, Pretty much you get a free 30-man regiment with full command, and then you get a hero of renown. Um, if you complete uh, different scenario objectives, you get stuff for your regiment, like I think one of these games I got the Rampage banner so I could reroll charges. You can get like an Ogre Blade or Armor of Destiny type stuff on your hero. Um, if you beat somebody in combat and break them, you get to roll on an offensive chart and you get like +1 strength or poison, stuff like that. If you get broken in combat or get destroyed, you get to roll on a defensive chart. You can get like +1 toughness, +1 leadership. I think eventually you can get to unbreakable. So it's kind of cool. It adds a little twist to it, a little bit more fun, a little bit to think about. So let's hop right into it here. So this is deployment. On his left flank, he has 3 demigryphs. Where those 4 dice are right next to the tower, that is Karl Franz Ascended, but he's got really big wings, so he can't sit them there. And then that's his regiment of renown on the other side of the tower, 30 man strong with a hero. He's got 10 Knights of the Realm, the ones that are strength 4. Behind that, he's got a Hellblaster volley gun. He's got a cannon. He's got, I think, 5 Knights with a level 4 of life, and then his BSB in there. To his right of all that, he's got, I think, 30 or 40 halberdiers, and then he's got 4 more demigryph knights, and then there's that. And on my right side, I put 3 bolt throwers on a hill, one of my unit of Dark Riders, my Cold One chariot, another 5-man unit of Dark Riders. That's my regiment of renowned. On this one, we both played the Spy vs. Spy card, which means at the beginning of the game, both heroes fight each other. Whoever wins steals the initiative. My guy died. At this point, I didn't have any better equipment, and he did, so I got myrtleized, and it happens, you know. What are you going to do? Would have been cool, steal first turn, shoot a Karl Franz, but it happens. It was fun, though. A little death match right in the center. And then I have 29 executioners with full command, and then my BSB. I have another bolt thrower, 5 harpies, and I put my 15 dark shards in the tower. And then I've got my Dreadlord on a Pegasus, and then 10 Doomfire Warlocks with a level 4 Sorceress, and then 5 more Doomfire Warlocks. This is already vanguarded. And then Empire steals first turn. So he pulls Karl Franz out like that, moves his regiment and the rest of his troops up, as you can see. Takes his demigryph knights and moves them up like so. And then that's kind of what the middle of the board looks like right now. Shooting played a little bit of a part. The Hellblaster's obviously out of range, but the cannon did take out one of my bolt throwers, so that's why that's missing. And then Dark Elf turn 1. So I charge my Cold One chariot and then 5 Dark Riders into the demigryphs. I'm figuring if I get some good impact hits, I should be able to do a decent amount of damage, hopefully. And then I park my other Dark Riders kind of behind them. And that's kind of just showing 3 bolt throwers right there. And then I just kind of sit back. I really don't have any reason to move until he gets closer and I'm within charge range. So I just kind of hang out. And I did charge my Dreadlord into the Pegasus, or the demigryph knights, because I have the Cloak of Twilight. So I figure I'm strength 6. As long as I don't fail my fear test. I'm hitting on 3s, rerolling. Wounding on 2s, rerolling 1s. Doing D3 wounds per wound I put through. So pretty much I should do at least 2 wounds. So I should kill 1, maybe 2 of them, I'm hoping. At least 2 wounds, so hopefully 3 should kill 2 of them. And then those 3 dice right there are marking the volley gun's range, so I'm keeping them out of there just so they can get close enough to cast some spells. And then, so I failed my leadership test for fear. So I'm hitting on, I think, 5s, re-rolling. Still wounding on 2s, though. I do 2 wounds, and I end up doing, I think, 4 wounds to the demigriff. So not bad considering that I'm hitting on 5s. But I wish I didn't fail my fear test, because that would have been helpful. I mean, I was really hoping to at least smash that unit and then possibly go cause some more havoc in the back, which would have been nice, but not how that played out. That's all right, though. I still would have charged either way. And then over here, yeah, I get 1 or 2 wounds through. I roll terrible for my impact hits. I fail my fear check with my Dark Riders, which there's a lot of that in this tournament. I fail so many fear checks. I don't think I lose combat. No, actually, I think I did lose this combat. But I stuck around. I sticked. And then Empire turn 2, he just kind of shuffles forward like that. I think he failed a charge with his knights, and then he moved his regiment that way so he can charge the flank of my Dreadlord. And then he takes Karl Franz into the side of my poor Cold One chariot, so that guy's going down. I don't know why I didn't see that coming, but I didn't. I shot 3 bolt throwers at Karl Franz in round 1. Didn't hit, didn't wound, so that's unfortunate. And then I think he backs up his halberdiers this time, kind of in front of his Hellblaster. So, and then obviously the chariot gets destroyed. My Dark Riders make their panic check, and then they just kind of sit there like that. Karl Franz does turn to face my bolt throwers, though. And then there's kind of the midfield. So I charged my regiment into the knights. He elected to stay, and then I charged my executioners into the knights, and he elected to flee. I think I boxcarred it, and he rolled just barely to where he was about a half an inch or an inch out of me catching him, which would have been awesome. But yeah, man, I was close. I was almost pretty happy about that. I believe I tried to redirect into the Regiment of Renown, and I failed. So. And then I park my Harpies up here, so when he hits, he overruns straight and not into the side of my Dreadlord. And then that's kind of where he moved last time. So I shot 3 more bolt throwers at him again. And he... it's still no hits, no... It's bad, man. They are doing terrible. And then the end of my turn, my Dreadlord dies. Poor guy. Between life spells and everything, he got all of his demigriffs back, so that was a big waste of roughly 300 points. He should have myrtleized him, but he didn't, and that's okay. It happens. So, I mean, I learned from my mistakes. I'm obviously not sending him in there again alone, all by his poor little lonesome. And then I do get a break, though. It's not going great for me, but it's not going awfully terrible. I Dwellers that unit of 5 knights, his level 4, and then his BSB. I get his level 4 and his BSB, and then 3 knights, so he's rolling pretty good for me there. And the 2 knights that are left flee. No reroll, which is good for me. No more magic. And then I get both charges on like this, so I'm like, awesome, man. I'm gonna kill these guys. I mean, I got 3 ranks, a banner, a charge. So I'm already starting out with 5 combat res to his 1 because he's got a banner. So I got to do a few wounds, whatever, and should be fine. I should break that knight unit. And then my executioners against the regiment, I should do quite a bit of damage there. I got 3 attacks from my BSB. I have, I think, 12 more attacks from my executioners, hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s. Rerolling 1s, so that should go pretty good. Dark Riders kind of shuffle over behind the tower so they can't get shot by the volley gun. His demigriffs turned around last turn to face the carnage in the middle. This guy over here is just cleaning up bolt throwers. Not a good use of his 800 points, but still it's saving his life if I would ever hit and wound with one of those things. Oh, man, like I love bolt throwers. I just can't hit with them. I don't know, man. I'm hitting on threes, wounding on fours, I think. Just not doing a good job there. So, my regiment bounces off of the knights. My executioners break the regiment unit, and then I don't catch them. So, unfortunate, but that's okay. The demigriffs right there don't panic. They're fine. It would have been nice because they don't have a reroll, but that's okay. I think they're on leadership 10 because Carl Franz is still within 24. His, I think it's supposed to Empire turn 4, but I put a D in there. So, or Empire 5. So they rally. The rest of his stuff is there. His volley gun is in range, which kind of sucks. I was really hoping he wouldn't be blasting my executioners, but that's okay. Just a different view. Looks like he shuffled a little bit there. Moving his halberdiers up to give support. And then he charges my regiment in the flank with 3 demigriffs. He charges my warlocks in the flank with 4 demigriffs. I wasn't really expecting that one. Flies Carl Franz over to give leadership 10 and then get into combat here. And then that's just a better picture of that. And then he's been shooting his cannon for 2 turns in a row at the tower. He's done 5 wounds each time. So poor Dark Shards are getting beat on there. After combat, I believe I actually do 2 wounds to this one, but he does 2 wounds to me. He wins combat. I'm on like a 7 rerollable and I make it. My regiment breaks, flees, gets run down. I do believe I tried to charge the regiment with my executioners, and I think I failed. Or, no, I got in. And so, a little bit better. No, I did fail. I failed that charge. So there's that. The knights and everything pretty much stay the same. I don't want my Dark Riders to get shot at, but I did pull him out just enough for him to see part of him. So he does get the minus, but he's still going to shoot him. And then I turn to face, which is, it's fine, but I mean, I got Carl Franz in the rear, so that's going to be a tad painful. And then, so he overran with the knights, hoping to get into the warlocks. Didn't quite make it, so he's a little short, blocking the demigriffs. Okay, so I didn't get a picture of it, but what happened here is he had his demigriffs in the front of my warlocks. He charged the flank with the 7 knights, made that, charged the rear with Carl Franz, and then once those knights got out of the way, he charged the flank of my executioners with the demigriffs and the regiment of renown. And so, honestly, Carl ran in. I took no wounds that whole combat, not gonna lie. I think he killed 1 guy. So Carl Franz hits on 3s, auto wounding. He hits 4 times. I make 4 ward saves. Between the rest of it, the only wound that he does do, I think, came from the Demigriff Knights, and he challenged with his champion in the regular knight unit, and I accepted with my Doomfire Warlock guy. I slaughtered him before he could attack. He rolled like a 1 or a 2. So failed his armor save. I ended up doing 2 wounds to the demigriffs, taking off 1 full guy. At this point, I've taken off 2 full guys in that combat. I still failed. I think we calculated it wrong after I ran and got run down. See, there's nothing there, and they all ran through the tower and all that. I think we calculated it wrong, because I calculated it after, and I was like, you know what, whatever, never mind. We're already past that part. No big deal, right? And then that's just kind of the picture of where my executioners decided it was a good time to take a nap. And so there's that. I think I lost quite a few guys and then broke, and they ran me down. So that's the end of the game. I got 20-0'd in that one too. I'm learning as I go. I think this is my second tournament with Dark Elves, so I don't play a lot of games with them, mostly at tournaments, but I'm learning as I go. So after this game, I got some pointers from the guy that took number one best general, and he was playing Dark Elves as well. He's a really good player, and so these next two games went a little better for me, but you'll see that next time. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what I can do better, what you liked, what you didn't like. Give me some feedback, and hopefully you'll subscribe, and you guys will see more of my battle reports coming out. Kale out.